Hello everyone. We're here today again making some new kind of veggie burger. This is different. This is some beets. I shred the beets over here in the bowl. Here you can see right here how beautiful they are. And you know these beets are good for your iron.
How did you shred them?
I just shred them on the grater. Just use the grater and just shred it on it because I don't want to put it in the food processor because putting them in the food processor may break it down too much and I don't want it like that. I want it to be a nice, good, fluffy burger. You know, those of you who do beef burger, whatever, you know, it is this the way like, you know, you do it. So this is how I do mine, you know, and this is all the beets and stuff. So now we're gonna go in and add all our ingredients in it. Here I have 1 cup of oats and I'm gonna put it in here, and I have 1 cup of spelt flour and I'm gonna put it in here.
In there.
Applesauce, 1 cup of applesauce. And Mr. Skirvin said he wants some beans in his, so I'm gonna put a 1 cup of beans in it. And these are not canned beans. Yeah, I don't use canned. I rather use everything dry beans. I just cook all my dry beans and just put them in the freezer. And when I'm ready, I just take it out like overnight and, you know, just put it in what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 spoon of black sesame seeds, a little more, garlic, and that's like 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of ginger, and I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of basil leaf, cayenne. Not gonna put too much because cayenne is really hot, so I'm gonna put a half a teaspoon. That should be enough. In that, I'm gonna put a half a teaspoon.
Yeast?
Yes. I'm gonna give it 1. I'm gonna give it 1 because it give it a good flavor. So I'm gonna give it 1 teaspoon in there. 1 teaspoon. And this is like it's a fish blend, but it's all herbs inside of it. See, it's all herbs. It's all dry herbs. Half a teaspoon. Smells good. Get a good flavor. And this is a different kind of basil with other herbs in it, so that I'm gonna give it a, I already put some dry ones, but I'm gonna put half of them.
Let me get some. I love basil by itself. Yes, I do.
You are one, miss. Okay.
Oh my God, it's so good.
My pink Himalayan salt. And I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of that because to bring up the flavor. And I think I'm gonna put a little dash of the red pepper, even though I have the cayenne, but I like to have a little bit of this in it. And my garden veggies, put a little dash of it. I'm gonna get my This is all my veggies, y'all, that I put in the food processor.
Let me hold, get a shot.
Yeah.
Inside.
I cooked it all up.
So what different type
And
of vegetables
this is mushrooms, and this is kale, red and yellow peppers, and onions. I have the white onions, the green onions, and I have parsley. So I cooked up everything, and then I just put it in the food processor, and now I'm gonna put it. So I'm gonna take these out. And you can see the heat still coming out there because it's still hot. I take it out the stove and I just put it all in here. Okay. And now I'm gonna stir. And you can, if you eat corn, you can put corn inside of it. Whatever kind of beans you want to put inside of it, you can do other stuff to it. So I'm just make sure everything come together. And somebody say flaxseed. I know I usually use flaxseed powder, grind up when I'm baking and stuff, and I know you can put it in here, but Lance doesn't like flaxseed, so I'm not gonna put none in there. That's why I use the applesauce and use my oatmeal and my spelt flour. I'm gonna give it a little taste to see.
You can adjust the amount of ingredients according to your personal taste.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some maple syrup in it. What I need in it now is a little more flour. I put 1 cup, but I'm going to put a little more to kind of make it come together. And for those of you who use eggs still, but I don't, so you can. I'm going to give it like a half.
And again, it's not a hard set rule that you use the exact amount of ingredients you do in the beginning, but after you create it, you might notice that you might need more salt, or you might desire more flour to have that texture to it.
Yeah, because
it has to be stated that. When did you start cooking? At what age?
Lance, you're a mess. I started cooking from I was 7 years old.
7 years old, and so you have, I wouldn't say superior. We're not trying to put anybody down, but you do have a very good sense of what needs to be done when you make the adjustments. So, it's not like you're going to just come here and make it perfect the way that you like the first time. Maybe you will, but, you have to make adjustments, and And pretty much after all the decades that you've been cooking, you have that instinct, so.
Now I get that flavor, what I wanted.
And you're not into the cooking anything out of a box. You cook from scratch, and that's what you learned in the country where you grew up. Everything from scratch. So you have a tremendous work ethic because you're not into getting this out of a box or that out of a box. Let me take a look at this. Delicious.
Yeah.
It's not even prepared all the way yet. It looks good.
put a little bit more this in there. A little
This?
bit.
What's that?
Maple syrup.
Show me
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And that's the beauty of creating your own dishes at home, because you create you control every ingredient that goes in. Whenever you have anything that you purchase out of a box, you're going to have ingredients that you don't want, chemicals in there that will affect your body in a very negative way.
I think because I put the maple syrup, you got to put just a little more
Flour.
No, I put a little more oatmeal in it.
And that happens to be a container to store the oatmeal. It didn't come in the original.
This is like peanut powder came in here, so I just use it for my oatmeal instead of throwing away the bottle.
Right.
And it's a nice bottle, so I just put my oatmeal inside of it.
Very wise thing to save the bottle and use it again in the future.
Yeah, because, you know.
Too many people, they get rid of their containers and bottles and they can use them over.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of bottles I keep, depends on what I want to put in this, I keep them. Instead of go out and buy one, I just use it. Because I put all my flour and everything in containers, so don't keep them in the bags and all that stuff. So just pour everything, keep them sealed tight, you know. And I think it's ready.
Looks ready to me.
I think I'm ready to cook it now. Turn the stove on. And get my this a little rinse.
What kind of oil is that?
Olive oil. Olive oil.
Okay. Not hot, right?
No, I put them in cold oil. Yeah, this is cold oil. Because they come out better. They come out better when you put them in the cold oil. I don't have to. Excuse me.
And of course you wouldn't cough over anybody's food, but since you're my wife...
I didn't cough over it, the food.
No, you turned away.
I think it's the pepper.
Those beets really give it a great color. Look at that.
No sweet potato, y'all, today. No sweet potato today. Turn up the stove a little.
What's the temperature of the stove? What's your turn?
Medium.
Medium?
Yeah.
Let's be good.
Medium, Lance. Over here I make some brown rice pasta.
Better than wheat. No, gluten-free.
Yeah.
You don't have that bloated feeling after, like with the wheat pasta.
Exactly. So I think what I'm gonna do is put this to the side. A lot of cleanup to do. It's one thing when you're cooking in the kitchen, you know, it's a lot of cleaning after you got to put back everything in its rightful place, and you know, so when you're ready for it again, you have everything, you know, to prepare your meal. So it's, when you're cooking and doing
Kitchen
stuff like
cleanup
this,
is not an easy job.
it's a lot of work.
Big up to Jack Griffin, the cleanup man in his kitchen.
It's a lot of work when you do all that, and then it's a lot to put into it, you know, to make these things and make it the right way. You know, ain't nothing like eating clean food every day, you know, because you go out and you buy these burgers, right? So you can make them at home for yourself. It's healthy, real healthy. And these are beets too. Beets are good for you, for the iron and all that stuff. You need this. We need this. We need these kind of things every day. You can make different kinds, like the ones that I make. You can make the chickpeas burger, whatever burger you want. You can make your own stuff. We can make, the next time we're probably going to make some meatloaf, because you can use this and just turn it into a meatloaf, or just put it together, or maybe put a little bit more flour in it, or and a little bit more applesauce and oatmeal, and do like you're doing a what you call like a roast, you know, like a roast. Put it together and have a nice pot roast, and it will, I'm telling you, taste so good. You know, and this is what you can do with all these things. You can do different things with it, whether you want to make a meatloaf or a pot roast or whatever. Pot roast would taste much better if you use this to do pot roast instead of bake it in the oven. You just do it on the stove, just like how I'm doing this. So now I'm browning these. I get this to get a nice color, and so when they're ready to turn over, you know. Because most time you buy the when you buy these burgers and stuff in the store, they have a lot of sodium, so that's why I don't like buying them. I rather make my own, because I control the seasoning that goes into it. Yeah, so I'm just letting these brown up real nice, and so you can see what they look like. And I know they're gonna come out good. They're gonna. And what you can do with these after you make these, like when we have the pasta, you can make a nice little sauce on the side. I'm gonna do some hummus, and you know, put it on this side, and lots of his sauce there. He like that, so he can just put it over it, because he like that kind of sauce. What I usually do, like cook up tomatoes, onions, and like parsley and basil, the fresh basil from outside, and the parsley. I put that together and just saute everything together and just pour it over the pasta, and then just put the burger on top of it, another hummus on the side, and you're good to go. It's just like you're having a beef burger, but this is not beef. Not beef, or yeah. I'm gonna see if it's ready to turn over.
Oh, look at that.
Some people put these in hot oil, but no. And this, everything here except the beet is cooked, but the beet doesn't need to boil, because you know you can use the beet just to make your juice, put it in the juice and make a nice juice with it, and put some celery, or you can just make it by itself, or people put carrots or whatever inside of it. You can do it the way you want to do it. And people look at this and think it's a steak. You can fool people with it, but it's not a steak.
Healthier for you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have the heaviness when it goes in. It doesn't stay in you like meat.
Look at that, y'all.
And
because I put everything in the food processor, all the veggies in the food processor, so everything just come out so nice, you know. And because it's the beet burger too, I just want everything to come out real nice, and that's why I put those in there, because I have the mushrooms and all that stuff. So you know, I have to make sure I get it to flip it over right. See what I'm talking about? You can have this for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You know, if you get up in the morning and you want to make breakfast, or what you can do is make these if you want to make enough and just have some the next morning for breakfast, for dinner, whatever, somebody coming over, and you can make these for dinner. A salad, this with a salad on the side, guys. A nice arugula salad, or whatever salad you like, you know, but I like arugula, so that's why I say arugula. I love arugula. And I love fruits in my salad. So I can make a nice salad for dinner or lunch, and one of these on the side, and I'm good to go. I don't need nothing else with it. I don't need no bread, no spaghetti, no rice, no nothing. Just this with a salad on the side, and I'm good to go. And it's filling too. These burgers, I'm telling you, these are so healthy and filling. I'm telling you, you will love it. Try this out, and you will love it. Just share out this video, and I'm telling you, you're going to make it for yourself, and you're going to love it. So we're going to make it cook on the other side properly before we eat it. So it's almost there. It's getting, getting there. And I know Lance is ready to Lance is ready to eat it too, right?
Oh, I'm scoping it out.
He's ready to eat it. Ready to get down in the burger and eat it.
And the pasta.
In the meanwhile, yeah. He's a mess. He loves this stuff, but it's good. It's really
You make it so hard to leave the house.
It is so healthy for you though, guys. I mean, really healthy for you. Really, really healthy. This is something that, you come home from work and you want to fix quick dinner. You have all these things. Just cook your beans and as I say, freeze them, take them out in the morning before you go to work, when you come home. Just like how you take your meat out and put it out, and when you come home, you season it up. But the only thing, this is just vegan food. So you make your beans, and if you have them in the freezer, you take them out either from the night before and just keep them in the fridge, pour it, and then you just have them ready. When you come home, you just make a couple burger for you and your family, and make whatever you want to make for them on the side. You can make them spaghetti, or if you eat rice, you can make them rice, or if you just want a salad. And maybe they want, you have children, if you have children and they want something like rice with it or pasta, you can do that. And if you just want salad with yours, you can also do that, so. Get some tomatoes. Some tomatoes. They're almost ready. Almost. I just want to make sure that they cook properly before I take them out. I'm gonna give it let me see, about 3 more minutes. And I'm cooking up some tomatoes over here, tomatoes and onions. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on it. Put some of my seasoning. When you're doing the pasta, when you do the pasta on the side, make sure you put a lot of basil in there. A lot of basil.
Basil, yes, I love basil.
Put a lot of basil because it gives the pasta that nice flavor. So, and Lance always begging for the basil.
Yes, I love the basil.
He'll eat off my old bottle of basil, and I have to go back and get some more all the time.
I'm in love with the basil.
Parsley. A little parsley. I'm going to take these out because I don't want them to burn. these on a plate. Oops. Guys. And you don't want to cook it too much because you don't want them to dry out because you want it to be juicy. So and that was like the beets that I had in there. That was like 6 beets I just grated. There wasn't big ones. They medium-sized beets that I did. And look at the amount because I still have more in the dish. So this is 5 big nice burgers, and then I have more in the dish. So you can use that 6 medium-sized beets with all the ingredients that you see I have in there. And I don't know if you have a large family and you know if everybody will eat like this, because I know when they taste it they will love it. So then, you know, if you're gonna give one each, whatever, if it's family of 5 or whatever, you know, at least you know you have enough, and probably some for breakfast the next day or maybe dinner, so you don't have to do it the next day. So you know, this is really a good thing for you to do for dinner. It's really, I mean, delicious and all that stuff. So I'm going to place this on the table over here. You can see it. You know, I mean, just like, it smells so good, and I mean, just so beautiful. Beautiful. I'm telling you, it's like, I'm just getting the tomatoes and getting all this stuff together. And this is the pasta. Put all this stuff in the pasta, y'all. What I cooked up, I just put it all in here, and that's the pasta, the brown rice pasta. Put some more parsley inside of it. Parsley. What I'm gonna do is put some on a dish. Here. It's a rinse. And I'm going to take it over here and put a burger on top of it. You can see it. And this is for you, Mr. Skirvin. You can enjoy it, and I hope you all enjoy this little video, and we'll see you soon again. And y'all guys know that we love you very much. Take care. See you soon.